What's happening, y'all? Bit of shameless self-promotion, first of all. This tune is one that we just recorded. We put out a record that came out a week ago, I guess, from about the time that this video comes out. I'm going to link it down below on Spotify. Check it out if you're feeling it. We'd appreciate a listen, and a thumbs up if you dig it. This is a tune that we recorded for a couple of reasons. One, because it was a big part of the Nashville session scene. I learned it this particular way from a good friend of mine, Bill Verdier, a fiddle player here in Nashville, and he did it this particular strange way, ABB. So that's how we're going to play it. If you want to hear the tune more in context, I did a version of it a couple of times through with some accompaniment. I'll link that up here. Check that out. I'm going to run through it quickly here just so you get an idea, a refresher of what the tune's supposed to sound like, and then we'll break down the melody and all the details and stuff. So here we go. That B part we would do twice, which we'll get to when we start talking about that. This is, again, kind of a weird arrangement of it that I think is sort of cool. A part first, of course, though. Basic melody as always, nice and slow. That's the whole A part. And that bit would repeat. So it's sort of AA, but not really, because the B part's longer. It's still just kind of like a doubled A part. Hopefully that makes sense. Run that a few times so you get it. Here's the B part, jumps up high into the second octave, so be mindful of your hearing and that of any pets and family and friends and neighbors around you. Here we go, basic melody. We'll just do the first half of it here, so. So that would be the same length as what we just did for the A part. So then there is a second half to the B part, which we'll play right now. So here we go. And hopefully that last half of that sounded familiar because that was also contained within the A part. So again, a little bit of reusing here, so hopefully not as many notes as you might think. Other than a couple of short rolls and a few triplets, there's not a lot of spots for big, massive ornaments like crayons and long rolls and that sort of thing. So we'll kind of keep it simple, or at least I do. Here's how I would do it, jumping back to the A part. That sort of minor-y arpeggio bit, here's how I would do it. So I'm starting into a slide just to kick the melody off. That little dirty minor seventh, I think, going from G to A. And then a short roll there, nice and quick on that A. And I'm telling them to separate that too, to give it a little bit of definitive start and end. One of those things that separates short and long rolls, and we don't have a lot of long rolls in this tune. They're a little bit more punchy with those. So, and you can do the same thing on that G, making sure to get a good stop before you do the short roll, just to really punch that up a little bit. Nothing really there. I'm bouncing between E, G, D, G, E, G, I think. Yeah, I'm really not doing anything. You could do that sort of extra earthquake ornament grace note bit. Could do that. It kind of muddies it up, I think. So I really just keep those simple and just tongue those to separate them. You could do a triplet up to that, so E, F sharp, G triplet to get back to the A. Unlike the C natural triplets, which we'll get to later, they're not really as clean on the whistle, so I don't do it every time. So that same movement there. And then we use that C natural triplet. So it's got that great punchy sound. If you can get B, drag that C natural through a G, boop, like that. So you get that little bonus blip note. And it gives that really great punchy sound. So, in context, nothing there except the short roll to finish the phrase. And that's the whole A part. Sliding into the B part is kind of cool, just like we slid to start the A part. Again, G to A, that major minor seventh. Otherwise, nothing there. Just tonguing. When I go from D to E, I'll do that bubbly double cut sort of thing. And it's these two fingers, the ring finger first, and the index finger. That's how I'm doing it anyway. Optional, maybe too much. Short roll to finish the phrase because we're kind of sticking that landing. Otherwise, nothing there. I pretty much will always do that C natural triplet when I can, but in this case, in that particular opportunity, rather than, because otherwise you're just sitting on that high D.
That's what she said.
Triplet makes it interesting. Nothing there to separate the A's except just a quick tap. And you can sort of just slide off that G or G sharp if you really want to make it a little dirty, a little bluesy. And as I go from a high B to A, I'm popping that earthquake ornament again. Be mindful of that one and be aware of what your whistle can and can't do. That is a risky one, and if your whistle won't do it, it'll break that note, and that gets kind of annoying. So keep that in mind. Same movement there, the short roll on the G to finish the phrase. And then that optional little triplet thing we talked about in the A part, but same way as we ended the A part. Same short roll again to end the phrase. That's how I play the tune. Let me know what y'all think. Do me a favor and check out that track. I'm going to post probably some more songs and versions of songs and breakdowns of songs that we did on that record, because I'm proud of it and I like it, and I want you guys to check it out. So be aware of that, and maybe some stuff like that coming in the next few videos. So I will see y'all then. Cheers.